Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Hi, Robin. Hi, Karen. And hi, Val. You three are in the chat already. Thank you for stopping by. And hello to everybody out there at YouTube land and Facebook land. And again, hello to everybody that will be watching the replay. I do appreciate it as always. Thank you so much for doing so. Um, it definitely helps the channel. And I know everybody can't be here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so watching the replay is a good alternative, and I do appreciate it. So thank you so much. Um, so, oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. I don't know how many of you guys got a chance to see the live that I put on just briefly a couple of days ago. Hi, Pearl. Hi, Danielle. You made it. Yes, you did. On time. How you guys doing? I was just getting ready to talk about the dilemma that I am currently facing and how I feel about it. So that could take up the whole 2 hours. Hi, Becky. How you doing? Hi, Ann. How are you? Just wanted to say hi. We'll watch the replay tomorrow. Gotta go. Gotta get up at 5 a.m. I get you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for saying hi and watch the replay. Take care. And hi, Dorothy. How are you? And Pearl, you said, I saw that. Did you get your baby fit? Hi, Charlene. How are you? From Tulsa, Oklahoma. Appreciate the prayers as always. And like I said, people are popping in, so I do appreciate that. And the question, for those of you that don't know, and I'll repeat this because I know more people are going to drop in, but my baby is broken. My baby back in the back here, my 10 needle, my PR, my brother's PR 1055X is broken. I am so sad. I am so miserable. I am about to go crazy. I pulled all my hair out, as you can see. I literally just pulled it out. Not really. But anyway, oh my word. Mm, mm, mm. No, Pearl, it is not fixed yet. So the technician that everybody talks about, I did make contact with him. His name is Justin Lucas. Um, I made contact with him over the weekend when it did his thing. He was out of town. He got back with me, told me to get in touch with him today, this morning, 9 o'clock, which I was sitting there with the phone. 9 o'clock, click, with the hopes that he was going to say, okay, I'll be there in a little bit because he's an hour and a half away. So I understand. He had already told me where he lived, and that was approximately an hour and a half from where I am, but apparently he does cover Maryland. And so I am in Maryland. But he informed me today that he will not be able to come and look at my machine until Monday of next week. So I have already gone, what, three, 4 days already, and I have another 6 more days to go. So you're talking about 10, 11 days without using my machine. It is about to drive me to literally drink. I don't know if I need to put something in the wine or put the wine down and get something else to drink. And this is my favorite blackberry, so I might have to drink this whole bottle. before the night's over with. I don't know. But anyway, yes, it is not going to be doing anything before next week. I did describe to him what happened. I sent him a picture so he could kind of see what was going on. And he assured me that well, I won't say he assured me, but I did ask him about possibility of needing a part because if I do, you need to get that part before you show up so we can get it fixed. But he carries parts with him. He said he doesn't think anything is broken, but if it is, he has parts. So he should be able to fix it on the spot when he comes on Monday, um, if it's the Lord's will. So that's where I am. So that's where I am as far as has it been fixed. Now, let me tell you what happened. I was just stitching along as usual. Nothing. I'm working on the placemats that goes with the table runner that we're doing a table runner project for our sew along. And so I'm done with my table runner. We will be doing the reveal. But I'm done with the table runner, so I had the bright idea for some crazy reason. I wanted to do placemats, and I wanted to have the placemats ready to show along with the table runner. So I've been working on it because the placemats is a lot of little intricate pieces that I have to cut out because of the appliques with the ribbons and not the ribbons, the pennants because it's a banner and Easter eggs and all of that stuff. And mine is four. It's a total of four placemat. So you got four sets of everything. So anyway, that has nothing to do with the machine breaking. But I was working on one of the panels, and I had noticed some looping with the threads. So I felt like, okay, well, maybe I need to change the needle because that happens sometimes when your needle's not quite sharp anymore. So I decided to change the needle, and I changed needle number 6, and I changed needle number 7. And I was certain that I had put the needle in correctly. I was certain that I had tightened it up enough, but apparently that was not the case because as I continued, went back to stitching, the needle out of the needle bar number 7 fell out, broke, just the tip of it. Now, that's not unusual. That has happened to me before, and I'm sure some of you have had the same thing where the needle fault comes out. It wasn't tight enough, it comes out, whatever, whatever. If you haven't had that, then I have. It didn't turn into a catastrophe. So that's not what my fear was. What happened when that came out and I tried to hit the okay button because I think I don't know what I did, but anyway, the machine just made this you know how that machine makes this horrible noise when something's going on? Horrible, horrible, horrible noise. So naturally you stop the machine and I even turned it off because it just didn't stop quick enough. So I turned it off. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm turning this puppy off. I don't think it hit the um hoop I had on. I had on a 8x9 um mighty hoop, but I had done the tracing and all of that, and I was stitching the panels. So that should not have been the issue. It should not have been hitting anything. So with that being said, I don't know why this crazy noise happened. But not only that, it would move. The machine would not move. I could not get it to move. Hitting the button kept making that crazy noise. And it just didn't move. So, I turned it off again and I waited a little while, see if it was going to reset, turn it on crazy noise. So I said, okay, unplug it because a lot of times when it goes through the whole calibration all over again, that will kind of reset it and everything will go back to normal. So I unplugged it, let it stay on for a while, plugged it back in, turned it on, crazy noise again. It still won't move. It won't move. The pentagram won't move. My number 7 lever, you know how when you thread mechanism that goes up and down for your bar and your thread is in there, that number 7 is down. All the rest of them are up. That one is down and it won't come up. I can manipulate the other needles barely because I'm not turning the machine on and all of that. So it'll move, those needles will move a little bit. My number 7 ain't moving nowhere. It moves, it stuck right there. So a warning sign came up, a warning message came on the LCD screen, and it said, um, warning. I'm trying to remember exactly what it said. Something about error, safety error display, something about safety error display, or something like those words. Then it said that possibly there's thread tangled or a bent needle. So the machine recognized something is off kilter, of course. So I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I don't see any tangled thread at all. I looked at the whole machine, uh, everything, no tangled thread. I took the throat plate off and I cleaned it out real good, picked it out, whatever was there, got my little vacuum cleaner, blew it all out because I'm looking for that little bitty tip that fell out. Took the bobbin out, cleaned all up under there. Still won't move, still makes that crazy noise. So it's the number 7 bar, and that lever is the problem. So I can't tell if it's broken somewhere back up in there because it's there. It won't move. I don't see anything dangling. There's nothing rattling. It's just in that position and it won't move. Um, is it stuck? And if it's stuck, what made it stick? I don't know. But that's what's going on with my machine. So whenever the guy comes and looks at it, I'm going to try, if he allows me, to video what he sees and hopefully what he does. So I'll have an idea and a record of what happened and how to fix it. Not to say I'm going to fix it because I'm positive he's going to have to take that front off to get to the back part where all the mechanism is, and I'm not going to do that. My husband looked at it and he said, well, I think these are the screws that you have to screw to get it off, but I ain't going to do it. And I said, nope, you ain't going to do it because it could void the warranty, number one. And number two, we don't know what we're doing. So I'm not going to unscrew anything. I'm not going to go look at it. I'm not that nosy. I'm just going to be patient and wait to see exactly what it is. But like I said, when the guy comes, when Justin comes and does his thing, I will hopefully be able to log it in some way. And if I am able to log it, video it, or whatever, then I will show it. If I can't, then I will definitely log it for myself and share with everybody what actually happened and what the potential fix is. But That's where I am with my machine, with my Brother PR 1055X. I have had the machine since I believe it's I want to say March. I want to say February, March of 21. Yeah. The year of January 6th and at the election. So that has to be 21 because it was after that. So 21. I've had it since, so what is that? 22, 23, 24. So 3 years is what I was thinking in it. So I've had the machine 3 years. I've had it maintained. It was doing just fine. Passed with flying colors last year when it got had its checkup. Um, so it's still under the 5 year warranty that you get. I think you get a 5 year warranty on parts and 25-year warranty on the motor or something along that line. I think I'd have to look that up, but I think that's what it is. But I'm pretty certain it's the 5 years on parts. But he's not thinking that it's going to be anything that's going to require parts. He's from just a short conversation, it sounds like he knows exactly what's wrong with it, and it's probably just a twist of a screw. Move something out the way, take him about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I have to pay him a zillion million dollars. So, with that being said, it's not going to be cheap because he's already given me an estimate, and that's just to come. And while he's here, he's gonna maintain. He's gonna do the maintenance on my machine. Trust and believe that. And he's charging me for travel because it's an hour and a half away from where he is. So that's okay. No problem. But I just wanted to throw that out for any of you guys that are going to use him for anything. I don't think that there's any charge for traveling or anything like that if you are in his vicinity. But if you're way out like I am, then that's a possibility. So if you're going to use them, just keep that in mind. And if it's allowed, I will tell you my final cost, what happened, what he had to fix, and what I had to pay. If he doesn't, that's fine. I understand. I just know I am a content creator and I share information and help educate people and stuff. I like to keep my night like I did the other night. But anyway, I like to keep people informed to let them know what's going on. So, they'll know about their own machines and what have you. So anyway, that is my situation that's going on right now. But I don't know, probably can't tell right offhand. But if you can see where it says on air, that is my SE 1900. And hopefully you can tell that I have put my embroidery arm on. So I am not out of commission as far as being able to do any type of embroidery. I can definitely do some embroidery. So I'm not totally at a loss for embroidery. And I also do sublimation and rhinestones. So I do have other things to do. I have other projects to do, what have you. Matter of fact, I caught up on something I've been putting off. I did some sublimation today. So I had a couple of items I wanted to get done for a friend, or not really a friend. Don't want to say who, but anyway, I got those things done. So, it's always something to do. I put it that way. It's always something to do. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And for those of you that may have popped in a little late, I was just telling everybody about my situation with my machine. So anybody interested, they can look at the replay and kind of hear the story. So who has hopped in? Betty, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in. And I did put up like a 2-minute video couple of days ago just saying that my machine was broken, and I didn't get go into a lot of details because I don't have a lot of details, but I did mention that. So anybody that's curious can look at that. So with that out the way, let me get to what we are on the live tonight. And I have to let you guys know, and hopefully you guys will understand. I'm 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 pretty much depressed. I'm trying to hold it together. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I've not had anything happen to my machine since I had it, so it has been worrying me for days because I'm used to being able to turn it on and do what I want to do, when and where and how I want to do it. That's just what I'm used to. Been doing that for 3 years straight, and not to be able to do that has really been a bummer for me. And the day it happened, the day after, and the day after. So I'm thinking it happened on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, I think it happened Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I pretty much was a wipeout. Even yesterday, to be honest, but I couldn't get it together. I tried. Every time I would come into this room to do something, I would just mess around and never get anything done because I just couldn't. Today I was productive, so I guess I'm now that I know when he's coming, I guess is what's making me feel better because I was in a limbo. I had no idea. Now I know he's not coming until Monday, and he pretty much thinks he can fix it, and so I can move on. And Beverly, you said keep smiling. Hopefully, it will be a quick fix. Thank you so much. I'm trying. I promise you, I'm trying. I keep telling myself it'll be okay, and it will be. But it's a scary feeling. It's a scary feeling because you don't know what's wrong. You don't know how much it's gonna cost, and you don't know why it happened. So there it is. But anyway, let's get to the business at hand, and that's talking about Easter. Easter is upon us, y'all. Easter is the 31st of the month, and I do know that. Hi, Kristen, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in, and thank you, Beverly, for stopping in as well. I do appreciate it. And I know if you guys are like me, and I'm sure you are, you have seen a zillion, million, thousand Easter buckets from Five Below. Everybody has made an Easter bucket, and they are so cute. And people have been making money hand over fist. Now, I don't know if they're completely out or if they still selling them or whatever. But if you have not jumped on the bandwagon with the Easter bucket, I'm telling you that's a money maker from everything that I hear from other people. Now, I have to admit that I jumped on that bandwagon too. I made some Easter buckets. So they are not hard to do. They are not hard to do. I did this I hooped it rather, using my 5x5 mighty hoop, put it on there, and it worked like a charm, was not hard at all. And Becky, you said you sold 35 of them. So you go, girl. You go, girl. I know people, well, I'm not going to say I know how many they have sold. I just know that people have sold a lot. And if you go on Facebook, you can see where people were saying, they it was just a bucket haul, and they sell those out and go back and get some more and sell those out and go back and get some more. So that's a very popular gift for Easter. Uh, Robin said, "You go, Becky." Yes, and it's easy. That's the other thing. I saw several people do them. I even saw a person so sweet. Her name is Alexis, and her channel is she does a live on Sunday around 5, I believe, and it's called So Sweet. and she has a So Sweet Academy that you can join and all of that good stuff. But anyway, she comes on at 5 o'clock on Sunday, So Sweet. And she did a demo of doing it on a single needle machine. So for those of you that have a single needle machine, and some of you may have already done it on a single needle machine, I don't know, but I know she did a demo of doing it on a single needle machine, which I thought was very brave of her. And she thought it was very brave of her as well. But she was able to do it. I personally would not want to do that. I did mine on my 10 needle, like I said, and I used the 5 by 5 mighty hoop, and I hooped it on the hooping station. I forgot the name of it. It's not the big hooping station. It's I can't think of the name of the hooping station that I have. I use it for onesies and stuff like that, and that's what I did. And Becky, you said you sold 35 of them and you did them all on your single needle machine. Now, that's a trooper right there. Now, was that difficult for you to hoop? Because I've watched Alexis do hers, and she seemed to struggle because the bucket does have this wire in it. That's what makes it a bucket. And she seemed to have struggled a little bit. She did it, got it done, but she did seem to struggle a little bit. And for you to do 35 of them, girl, please, that's pretty good. But anyway, that's one idea for for Easter. Now, the other thing that I have, and this is also a cute little idea, the little bunnies, the little, I think they call them cuddles or cubbies or something like that. I think All Brand or All Stitch, one of them sells them. Where did this come from? It doesn't say where it comes from. Actually, this was a gift given to me, but I have some. So I know that you can buy them. And I want to say, I thought maybe it was on the label, but they didn't put their own label on here. But anyway, I know you can buy them from either All Brand or All Stitch. I know that for a fact, or maybe both places, and maybe some other places that you can buy them. Let me back it up a little bit so you can see it. Cute little bunny. You can stitch on the ears, but right here in the front is where they normally stitch it. And if you haven't seen one before or used or done one, it unzips and you can take the stuffing out, and then you have a flat thing and you're able to hoop it. Trying to get it where you can see. You can hoop it and stitch. And so you should be able to even stitch it on a single needle machine without any issue. And then of course when you're done with it, you just put the put your stuffing back in it, zip it back up, and it's good to go. And nobody can see the back part of the stitching, and it stays. It looks really really cute. Now I started to do this one for my great granddaughter. Changed my mind. I did one for her. Um, I did an elephant for her when she was first born, and that's supposed to be her favorite gift, her favorite toy. I didn't really want to confuse her. I thought about it and I said, nah, I got other stuff for her. Nah, I'll save this for somebody else that wants to pay me to have it done. So, Becky, you said no. You said it was easy to do it on a single needle machine, so that's good. And Beverly said, "Do you unpick them? Do you unpick them? Unpick, unpack. I'm assuming it's your question. Um, if it's unpacked, then I answered your question because I took the guts out of it. I'm assuming that's your question. So If that's not your question and I didn't answer it, then please ask that question again. But I think those are really, really cute. A lot of people, a lot of people put the birth announcement and all of that on that and give them as baby shower gift, not baby shower gifts, but newborn baby gifts and stuff like that. That's what I did when my great granddaughter was born. I had already made a whole boatload of stuff for her, and when she was born, I did the elephant because her nursery theme was safari. So I felt like that would fit right in, and I did the birth announcement and stuff. Naturally, in my mind, it was going to be a keepsake. In their mind, it was going to be a toy. So from what I hear, the baby loves it, and I did get a video of her in her crib with this big giant elephant and her little bitty body. The doggone elephant was bigger than she was, and anyway, she loves it. So Beverly, you said I answered it. It unzips. Okay. All right. Yeah. It unzips, which makes it super simple to do. And stitch one of the two or maybe both. Um, those things sell, they're cubbies, I think. Cuddles or cubbies, something along that line. But they sell out of a lot of different, they have a whole bunch of different ones. They have the bunnies, of course. They have dogs. They have elephants. They have a unicorn. I have a unicorn. Um, they have a Santa Claus. They even have clothes that go with them and stuff like that. So just in case you weren't aware. And I see Robin, you're catching Marina up. How you doing, Marina? Thanks for stopping in. And hi, Miss Felicia. How are you? Thanks for stopping by just to see what they would come up with if they had one thing. I'm gonna list some. I don't I don't know what's going on. I may have to get me a new camera. I don't know if that's the issue or not, but I just noticed that it's happening more and more, and I don't know why. If it's StreamYard, yard camera to occur, I'm looking at my internet. My internet appears to be fine. So why am I constantly having that but hopefully it won't black out and stay out like it's there is something that is not okay. It says my connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router or moving closer. Well, that ain't gonna work because my router is not back here. My router is all the way up front, but that has not and pray that um mm, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I need to shut down and come back in or what I should do because this is really not making me happy. So let's see how we gonna move on this one. Anyway, mug rugs. Now I did a video last year for Easter on making a mug rug for Easter. Mug rugs are very popular and they can be a very popular Easter gift to give to someone. So if you haven't thought about that, and a lot of people sell their mug rugs, so it's something else that you can sell. And a lot of these things that I'm talking about are something that you can sell. not just a giveaway. And Beverly, you say you're in the UK and you want to know if these people deliver to the UK. I can't answer that question for you. I really don't know. But I tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to look up to see if I can find out exactly where the cubbies are. Um, the other thing, when I mentioned I mentioned mug rugs. Don't forget about those. Also, coasters, sets of coasters with bunnies or some type of Easter motif on it would also be an excellent gift or something to sell. Pillows. Pillows are another one. I am going to, if I can, I know I can do it on my SC 1900 if I have to because it's as large as my largest hoop is 5 by 7, and I could do a repositional if I have to. And my plan was to do an embossed pillow out of some of that Sherpa fabric, which I hear me. So let me see what I can do. I don't want to switch off just yet, but I might have to. That might resolve it. Okay, it's doing it too much. You guys hang on. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna switch out and then I'm gonna come back on. So let's see if that's gonna happen. Don't leave. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if that is going to help at all. Can you guys hear and see me? Please somebody let me know. I think you can. I can see the chat and everything, so I think it's okay. So good to see you back. Okay, good. I'm back. All right. I'm hoping that may have stabilized whatever the heck was going on. I don't know. Sometimes it always helped to click off and come back. So I don't know if that's gonna help or not, but we shall see if it does. Let me make some adjustments here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm back. Every 4 years, our Easter coincides, so I take advantage when I can. I'm Greek Orthodox, and our Easter is May 5th. So lucky me, I get to fill Easter baskets and gifts at an Easter discount. Yay! Good, good. And I'm on the All Brand site, so I'm going to put in Cubbies. See if that pulls up. They have Cubbies. Maybe it is All Brand. They have yeah, they have a lot. They have a lamb which is really cute and really good for Easter. Um, but I tell you what I am noticing, and I know it, I'm positive it's because it's so close to Easter. They have jacked up the prices because they're running $30 and $40, and that's not what I normally have paid for them. So I'm pretty sure they are doing that. Now, I don't know if they deliver to the UK. What I can do, and this is for Beverly in the UK. I don't know how your phone numbers. Okay, it says international, so they probably do. International phone number is 1-225-923-1285. So Beverly, if you heard that, I'm gonna do it again. So hopefully you can write it down. I'm I'm gonna put it in the chat. That way, hopefully you can see it. 225-923-1285. Okay, so hopefully that helps. If you're interested in getting any, I'm going to bring up All Stitch as well and see if they have them. They do as well. Now, their prices are much more reasonable. Their prices are running $17, 16.98. They have a cute little bunny. They have lamb, unicorn, fox, um, elephants, bears, all kinds of things. So I would suggest that you check with All Stitch because their prices are so much better. Now, let me see if they have an international number. They do obviously deliver outside of the country because they have where you can put in what kind of money that you're going to be using. So, with that being said, I'm pretty sure that they do, but they don't seem to have a number that's international. So, their number is 410 646 0382. 410-646-380302. So I put that in the chat as well. So I would recommend that you get in touch with All Stitch first because their prices are reasonable and find out if they can deliver to you and what that time frame would be. But anyway, hopefully that helps you. I hope so because they are cute and they have stuff that not necessarily just for Easter. Um, so back to things. I talked about coasters and mug rugs and pillows and freestanding lace. Now, I have seen lots of freestanding lace designs of crosses and Easter eggs and different things that depict the Easter theme that makes really nice gifts. So, and freestanding lace is absolutely gorgeous. That might be something that you might be interested in. Um, I also put down here numerous designs are on Etsy, Embroidery Library, Designed by Juju, and Creative Kiwi. Those are some sites that I looked at that I saw beautiful Easter designs that you might want to take advantage of. Some of them have sales. Embroidery Designs also has some on sale. So you might want to look into that. Um, I thought about what can you do with these beautiful designs? Well, one of the things that you can do is embellish clothing for Easter. I know I don't have little kids, so I don't know what they do with little kids anymore. But if you dress your little kid up, your grandkid, great grandkid, or whatever, anybody that sells, you can embellish those cute little dresses and socks and what have you, tennis shoes, because people wearing tennis shoes too, with Easter motif with some of these designs. And that includes not just for the girls, for the boys. You know, you might could put a cute little something on the pocket of a shirt for a little boy. The other things is something cute on a tie for your pastor. That would be a different look and a surprise, I'm sure. And especially if you find the little bitty designs. Royal Present usually have cute little bitty designs, and I mean little bitty less than an inch designs, like a half inch designs, where you can do multiple, almost creating a tie. You get a plain tie, pretty colored tie, and just put all the cute little stitches on it. Something for Easter. They could be Easter eggs, they could be bunnies, they could be crosses, whatever it is that you want. I think that that would be really cute. A lot of the mothers of this church and the sisters and all of these people that like to dress up for Easter Sunday and go to church and they wear shawls and what have you. That's something else that you can embellish for Easter and put something cute on that, something religious if you choose to, if that's where they are. Um, thus, um, whatever they wear for the mother, like I said, the mothers of the church and the deaconess and even like the ushers that wear their badges. There might be some way of doing some type of something to hang down from the badges that has some Easter motif of some kind on it, if that's something that they're allowed to do or interested in. So what the AI came up with, they talked mostly about Easter designs per se. Now I did already send something for my great granddaughter, and I did a shirt, and it had a bunny with a carrot. No, it didn't. I started to do the bunny with the carrot, but I did the bunny, and she had a beautiful bow in her hair. And then I bought my granddaughter a bow to match the color of the shirt and the as well. Um, Designed by Juju has lots of cute little Easter designs. Easter egg or Easter candy treat bags where you can even make the bag or you can buy the bag, but you can decorate those for Easter. Um, Easter egg holders where they put the little candy in with the plastic on it. They do those things for Christmas and Halloween and all that stuff. Towels. I mentioned pillows, but towels, kitchen towels, bath towels, those can be something good that would be a good gift or something that you can make. And like I said, everything that I'm talking about is not just something that you can make for a gift, is also something that you can make to give to sell that people can buy as a gift. So keep that in mind. We're talking about making some money here, things that you can be doing. It's not too late. We still have 2 weeks. The rest of this week, all of next week, and all of the following week. So we have 2.5 weeks where you can still make some money. And Beverly, you said socks and shoes decor. I did mention socks and shoes for the little girl or the little boy, especially those that wear tennis shoes, and the little white gloves. Thank you, Marie, Robin. Little white gloves that people wear, little kids wear. These are things that you can embellish and sell or give as a gift again. Eat personalized Easter totes. I mentioned the bunny plushies, this little Easter thing that I showed you, wall hangings. Um, Designed by Juju has a pretty bunny wall hanging. If you want to make one and put it together, they had the scarecrow wall hanging. They had the Mr. and Mrs. Wall hanging, which I bought the pattern for. I haven't made them yet, but that's going to be for next Christmas. And they did, I think they did a leprechaun wall hanging. So they do wall hangings that are pertaining to different holidays and stuff. And they now currently are selling the wall hanging for the bunny. Um, saw that I don't want to put this my on my laptop keys because I don't want anything else around with this camera. Back. Oh, shit. I am not. Their bunny wall hanging they have in the hoop. East bunny wall. But in the hoop, hopefully you can see that. That's their Easter bunny. I know it's light shining on it, so maybe you can see it a little bit. That's what I'm talking about. That's so cute that you can make and sell or give away. They do those wall hanging said for every Bible covers. Thank you. Yes, Bible covers are really good. Um, really good. The Bible covers, the little totes that people put their Bibles in and just carry them, and stuff like that. And Marina, you said your fondest memory of Easter attire when you were young was a fancy hand sewn dress, new patent leather shoes, and a matching purse, hat, and coat. Girl, tell me about it. Who didn't we think we were? We thought we were clean. Patent leather shoes with the little white socks with the lace around it, and your little frilly little dress with the big bow in the back. You tied it. The sash was so big that you could tie a big beautiful bow, and then you had your Easter bonnet on, with tied around your neck, and you had your little purse and some little white gloves, and then your Easter basket. Yep, and you at church, you in Sunday school, and everybody in there is all dressed up. And then not only that, that was a fond memory for myself. But then once I became a mom, the fond memory was dressing up my daughter, because I only have one daughter. I have two boys and a girl, and I love dressing her up in cute little frilly dresses and put the little curls in her hair and all of that. And I don't know if she actually got an Easter bonnet. I can't remember that. I think those were out by that time, but definitely the socks, as you said. Why I think I need to make me some of those white lace socks now. Danielle said. You can buy them for little bitty kids. Now I don't know about bigger kids, but I know I've seen them in Walmart and Hobby Lobby and different places like that, where they have the cute little. And I'm sure they have them in Target and other wherever they sell kids clothes. I'm pretty sure that they still have some, but yeah, they are so cute. Ah, I hate dropping stuff, and it's hard for me to bend down and pick them up. Let me see what else is on there. Any type of appliques, because I've been doing appliques like crazy, doing this table runner and my placemats. And by the way, it is an Easter table runner, so I got bunny rabbits coming out of my ears. What else is on my list of things that you can do? That's pretty much that I have on the list, because my AI kind of failed me today. They didn't tell me anything a lot different than what I already knew or already had. So, so that's pretty much the ideas, and people were putting different ideas on here. So hopefully you picked up on that. I try to catch as many as possible that I saw. So I'm going to scroll back through here to see um, if there's anything that somebody mentioned that I didn't pick up on. I didn't. And then there's a lot of different kind of Easter baskets. I know everybody's doing these Easter buckets, but there's a lot of different kinds of Easter baskets that you can actually put some embellishment on and stuff. So don't forget about, I didn't mention placemats. I mentioned that I was doing placemats, but you can actually do placemats that don't have to be as intricate and all of that as what I'm doing. And napkins. Always napkins. Napkins are always a good gift. It's always a good idea, because people usually have Easter dinner, and you can definitely dress up your table for every holiday with just napkins that match that holiday, or a placemat that match that holiday. But napkins are the cheapest or least expensive and easiest way of doing an Easter decoration. And Beverly, casserole dish or cake carrier. Yes, you can make your casserole dish, and some of them, I have some that's already made that I can certainly stitch on. And then, of course, your cake carrier that you can make, or make some dish towels. Dish towels are your napkins, rate your decor with you. That might be a good idea as well. That's an excellent idea. That's an excellent idea. And that um use that faux leather, make you a faux leather clutch. And you can decorate that any way you want to decorate it. And you can make it an Easter theme. You can get an applique and put on it and have you a beautiful lily on it, Easter lily or some kind of motif like that on your purse. Or if you have an inexpensive purse that you don't mind adding a applique to or a patch to decorate it up to make it more of a motif. I mean, all of us don't have to carry designer bags. I mean, look, I can count the designer bags I have on one finger. I mean, one hand. I don't have many. Trust me. I don't believe in spending that kind of money. I believe it's best to have more money than what your purse costs. So you walking around here with this $1 zillion purse and you got $3 in it. It don't make sense to me. Anyway, that's just my little 2 cents on that one. But because you can get some really cute purse, then they don't have to be designers. So you can take a cute little purse to church, decorate that stuff up, you know how we do, and bring that outfit together, honey. Bring that outfit together and be looking fly. Match your hat. If you wear hats, match your outfit, whatever it is. You can even match your shoes, honey, because you know how we are with shoes. We love us some shoes. Get you a cute pair of shoes and find you the material, the same color of that shoe, and fix up your bag and you go, girl. You stepping. So the other thing that I looked at to see if ALAI had any information for me that I couldn't find myself. And I don't know if this is just all that's out there or what, because I asked about crafting stores that have Easter crafting items on sale with the hopes that they were going to come up with a bunch of stores or boutiques or what have you, uh, that I wasn't aware of. And they didn't. They only came up with Michael's, Joanne, Hobby Lobby, and Dollar Tree. Our go-to stores. I was like, really? Really? So we all know Michael's is so decked out with Easter stuff, it's not funny. You walk in there and it is an Easter parade. They got Easter all over the place. So you will always find a lot of stuff in Michael's for whatever holiday that you're celebrating. So don't sidestep on Michael. And it definitely gives you a good, it may not be embroidery specific, but it's something that you can use to decorate and do your crafting with. Because all of us don't necessarily want to have to do embroidery all the time. I do know that we all do some other type of crafting. So I wanted to look at what else was out there, and they do have vinyl. They sell a lot of vinyl. They sell T-shirts where you can embroider on, or you can paint on, and you can do vinyls on, and all of that. Um, so they mentioned Michaels. The other one was Joanne, and Joanne is pretty much the same. Theirs is not as extensive, nor do you have the same variety in Joanne that you will in a Michaels, because it is more of a fabric store. It says fabric and craft, but you're going to definitely get more fabric. And they have their Easter fabric on sale. But you don't necessarily have to get Easter fabric specific. You can just get spring color fabrics. I went in a couple of weeks ago And I'm trying to get my fabric stash built up because everybody be talking about their fabric stash, their stash, and I don't have a stash. So I said I need to start working on me a stash. Just buy some fabric and have it. So I'm trying to grow up. So I went into Joann and I did pick out some very cute spring fabric, and it spelled to me, it spelled Easter, although there's no Easter motif on it at all. But it is very spring, very spring. So that's a good idea because you can do so many things with it. I don't know if you guys remember back coming up to Christmas, and I might even do some where I did these towel. I used ribbons and stuff, and I decorated dolls, and I put the Christmas design and stuff on it, and I sold them, and they were really, really cute. So I might do the same thing for if my machine gets fixed in time, I might have time to do something for Easter. It's a thought. I know I can do it on my SE 1900. So I wouldn't do that because very well be able for Easter. I think that would be so cute because I tell you that fabric, even though it's not Easter fabric, is so springy that if you did that with some spring towels, that's going to last you the whole spring. That's going to allow you to decorate for the whole spring. So you can sell them and you can make them for your own home or gift them. And you can use Easter motif if you want to. But me personally, I would like to you just use um, spring fabric. And if you want to do an Easter design on it, you can. If not, you don't have to. Even if you don't, I think it still would be a beautiful Easter gift. So just a thought. Um, so that would be is also beaming and busting open and I'm not even sure that it's my keeps going in and out. So I don't know what's going on. Forgive me for that. We might wrap early if it keeps doing that. I don't know. But anyway, don't miss out on Hobby Lobby. They have Easter supplies, baskets, craft, decoration, candy, fabric, everything. So it's a good place to go. And Marina said, thank you so much. Watch my video on embroidering shoes and boots to match your outfit. I do have a video on doing some tennis shoes. I have a video on embroidering on some boots, and you can embroider on any shoe if you have the right equipment to do so. If you have some clamps of any kind, hoop tech clamps is what I've used. And I also have some brother clamps that I've used to do my shoes and my boots. But I do know I've heard of people using mighty hoops, so give it a try. figure it out. You might be able to do it. And don't worry about it, Carol. Being late to the game, you're here, and I do appreciate it. Um, uh, just plan to watch the replay to catch up. So no problem at all. Thank you so much for stopping by. So those, and then Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree was the last one. And they say it's a fantastic place to find affordable Easter crafting supplies from DIY wreaths to kid-friendly crafts, and they got it covered. So they had Easter stuff as well. So don't count the Dollar Tree out, the $1.25 store, because the $1.25 store, honey, they're not a dollar anymore. So that's what I wanted to talk about as far as Easter ideas. But I tell you the other thing that I want to talk about uh, for the remainder of our time, and hopefully I'll keep video. Um, as I was looking for crafting places and information about that, for some reason, sewing and embroidery events and shows and expos for 2024 popped up. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute. This is some interesting information that I think I want to share with my people tonight because I have a list and it was updated February the 19th, 2024. And it is a list of scheduled events, shows, and expos, sewing, embroidery, and quilts that some of us may be interested in going to. Um, Now she is talking about herself, and she says one great thing about living in a big southern city is the zillion of craft shows within a few hours drive. And she loves a good quilt show, sewing expo, or embroidery convention. And if the shows are local, she'll take her mom and her grandmom, and they'll make a day of it. And her mom was a home ec teacher for 50 years, so she likes to tag along and uh, with the tag along with her to the sewing trade shows and all of that. And that started back in the 90s. And that's when she got interested in fabrics and machines and crafting and all of that. And so anyway, she says it's fun sewing and embroidering and places near to you is a good thing to try to figure events, shows, expos, conferences, meetings, and more that she could find for 2021 into 2022. And I think it's about 9 or so that's on this list. I am going to go through them. If you see something if you hear something that's interesting and you want more information on it, just let me know. Now, it starts off with apparel and embroidery conventions. And some of these are for home embroiderers, and others are geared towards embroidery business owners and focus on apparel design, including everything from screen printing to sublimation on clothing. And I find that that's pretty standard with these expos, especially the big ones. So the first one she has is applique getaway. Applique getaway. This is going to be held in Irvine, Texas, in June the 27th through the 30th. In Irvine, how do you pronounce it? Is it Irvine or Irvine? I've heard both ways. Anyway, it is the Applique Getaway Convention in Irvine, Texas, June 27th through the 30th. It's a multi-day conference for crafters to learn about all types of embroidery more than just applique and digitizing with embroidery software. You can take classes about sublimation, vinyl cutting, and other crafts. Although there are a lot of differences between sublimations and embroidery and even HTV craft, the Applique Getaway Conference includes classes, demonstrations, and a vendor expo, and it's fun for fellow crafters. She said she went and it was local and inexpensive to check out vendors and get a pulse for the latest trends. And she had a lot of fun with the swag bag at registration. She says that Applique Getaway also does a virtual event every year, but the October 23 event has already passed. So, yeah, it has. So I guess it'll be another one in October of 24, I'm assuming. Anyway, that's number one. Number two, Impressions Expo. Now, we talked about Impression Expo last week, and because that's what John Deere did his video on, and that was the one that was in Long Beach, California, January the 19th through the 21st. Now, they have another one coming up in March, March the 21st through the 23rd in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I believe Val is and her daughter are going. And this is at the Impression Expo. Huge. The one that was in Texas in LA was huge. They had a lot of vendors there. It looked like it was so informative. So the next one that's coming up is March the 21st through the 23rd. Now I did get some information from them and all of their discounted registrations have passed. So if you haven't registered already, everything is going to be full price. However, they have another one coming up in October, October the 24th through the 26th, and that's in Fort Worth, Texas. So, anybody that missed the one in LA or you missed the one in New Jersey, if you're interested in it and you're anywhere nearby or you want to go, there will be one in Fort Worth, Texas, October the 24th through the 26th, and that's the Impression Expo. It's a decor and an apparel convention that showcases apparel, screen printing, embroidering, sublimation, and other methods of designs. It encourages business owners or apparel decor enthusiasts to learn new trends, find new suppliers, and chat with like minded buddies. I don't recommend this show if you're just a hobbyist, and I agree with that. A lot of the stuff is very commercial from what I could tell. Now, commercial people go to the vendors she went to the 2023 Fourth Worth show. She recommends it, especially if you're looking to open up an embroidery shop. She met the Barunda, Barudan, Barunda, ZSK, SWF, Melco, Happy, Brother, and Tajima. Those are the ones that she can remember. And she also visited Stall. And then they had a lot of uh, people that were at the one in LA, a lot of vendors for blanks. So the cool thing about the Impression Expo, it is free to attend. Only the ex it is free to attend only the expo hall if you register early. But the parking is expensive, and the parking I'm sure is a nightmare. And they have a source book that they mail out later, which is worth every penny of the parking. Number three, Everything Embroidery Market, which is going to be in Biloxi, Mississippi. And I thought long and hard about going to that one. April the 25th through the 27th. April the 25th through the 27th in Biloxi, Mississippi, um, close to home. So I thought long and hard, and I've gotten several emails about that. Everything Embroidery Market includes vendors and classes focusing on machine embroidery, applique, sublimation, and vinyl craft. She's never been, but the show website says you find everything from heat press supplies to embroidery blanks. So I know they have been promoting it me for the longest. They have classes and everything. So maybe one day I might go down there to one of their expos. I don't know. The next one is Deco Summit, and that's in August 21st through the 23rd in Miami, Florida, and that is a Recoma convention. Uh, their headquarters, Recoma, is in Miami, and I think they always have this, not necessarily at the Recoma site, but depending upon what your ticket price that you pay, they'll let you tour their warehouse. Deco Summit is a 3-day meeting for apparel decorators, embroidery, sublimation, and printing to network, attend seminars, and catch up on industry news. Associated with Ricoma, the conference gives you hands-on experience with their machines, Ricoma machines, and access to their staff. So this is, I'm not saying you can't go to Deco Summit if you don't have a Ricoma machine, but I know it is run by Ricoma specifically. So if you're interested in a Ricoma or you have a Ricoma, that might be a summit that you might want to go to. It ain't cheap. Look it up, find out how much it costs, and all of that. But the last time that I looked, and it wasn't this year, it's been a few years back. Put it that way. It was several $100s to go. Number five, Decorated Apparel Expo. They've already had one in Kansas City back in February, and they're getting ready to have one now this week in Treasure Island, Minnesota, March the 15th through the 16th. So the next one is going to be in April in Tinley Park, Illinois, April the 19th through the 20th. They it's created for apparel decorators. The DAX trade show focuses on machine embroidery, screen printing, and other methods of digital garment decorating. This is Decorated Apparel Expo called DAX, DAX. So the next one they're having is in April, April the 20th, 19th through the 20th. And again, if anybody's interested in any of these, you can put a comment in, or you can um, text me or comment on my channel and say, Shirley, can you send me the information about whatever that you're interested in. Number six is Graphic Pro Expo. Now I've heard of Graphic Pro as well. Now they just had one back last week in Irvine, Texas, March the 7th through the 9th. The next one is going to be in Long Beach, California, June 13th through the 15th. Then they're going to have one in Greater Philadelphia for those of you that live in Philly or close to Philly. July the 12th, July the 10th through the 12th. That's my birthday weekend. Hey, my birthday. I am a Cancer. Anyway, the 10th through the 12th of July in Greater Philly, um, Oaks. They say Greater Philadelphia, 5th in Indianapolis, Indiana. And then the last one on the list for the Graphic Pro Expo, and this is the one that Eve goes to, is in November the 7th to the 9th, and that's in Charlotte, North Carolina. November the 7th to the 9th in North Carolina. The Graphic Pro Expo put on by Graphic Pro magazine helps businesses keep up with the trends and products through exhibits and classes. Classes teach topics related to laser engraving, sublimation, screen printing, and more. So it didn't say a whole lot about embroidery, although she said, I don't know how much it relates to machine embroidery, but I know that Barunda has exhibited at the expo, so at least if you like to find out about that machine, you can go. Don't know if any other embroidery companies will be there. But if you're interested in sublimation, screen printing, or laser engraving, then that's the place to go. I would be interested in going because it never hurts to know what the latest and greatest. And I am interested in screen printing and sublimation. Number 7, Dime has a virtual embroidery event. A virtual embroidery event. And they offer their event all the time, and many of them are free. So that's something to be to think about. Number 8, Apparel Decoration Summit, or ADS. This show hasn't happened recently due to COVID, but she's listening here because it's on National Network of Embroidery Professional decides to restart their embroidery trade show sometime soon. So they're starting their trade show sometime soon. ADS. Um, might want to keep up with that organization. Now they have Original Sewing and Quilt Expo for those of you that quilt. The Original Sewing and Quilt Expo is the one that many of us went to last year in September. And I was a little disappointed. I hear that they had been a lot better in the past. Hopefully, coming up this year, they will be better. But they have already had one in Atlanta, Georgia last week, March the 7th through the 9th. The next one is going to be this week in Lakeland, Florida. Know where that is? March the 14th through the 16th. They have a lot of them. Maybe that's why they don't have a lot of people, a lot of vendors and stuff coming because they have so many. But anyway, Cleveland, Ohio, April the 18th through the 20th. New Orleans, Louisiana, May 2nd through the 4th. Irvine, Texas, August the 17th through the 19th, and August the 3rd through August the 1st through the 3rd. So they're having two of them in August in Irvine, Texas. The one that we went to in Fredericksburg, it says September the 26th through the 28th, and then the 28th through the 30th. Now, I think that they have two different sessions. I'm not sure, but they have these two dates. Fredericksburg, Virginia. That's where we went. Me, Jeanette, and a bunch of you ladies. You all know who you are. But Jeanette from Baroque Sewing and Craft and me from So Too We Begin Embroidery went there, and then we had a dinner, and we met a lot of our people that watch us and what have you. It was a lot of fun. We went to the one in Fredericksburg, Virginia, September, and the one that's coming up. Well, the one they had. So I misread this. Sorry. They had one the 28th through the 30th last year. They're having their new one the 26th through the 28th this year, September 26th through the 28th, 2024. Let me back up to Irvine, Texas. They had their expo August 17th through the 19th last year, 2023. Their new one will be August 1st through the 3rd, 2024. Told you I can't see. I need glasses. No, I need cataract surgery. That's what I need. Anyway, Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm not going to read what they did last year, but this year theirs will be October the 10th through the 12th. Cincinnati, Ohio, October the 10th through the 12th. And then the last date for the original Sewing and Quilting Expo is Detroit, Michigan, November the 14th through the 16th. So like I said, they have a whole lot of dates. And she loves going to their local original sewing and quilt expo and have done so for many years. In addition to a judge quilt contest, the event includes on-site classes and a vendor show floor. They also have door prizes. You must be present to win, which never happens because I have to be home to pick up a kid, blah, blah, blah. And she says she hasn't seen much about sublimation or digital cutting machines there. I did not either. And sadly, she noticed that aqua quilt offerings were sparse at the show as well. So um, they did have classes. They did have the quilting contest. They did have door prizes. They gave away a lot of nice stuff. They did have a lot of vendor people on the floor. Of course, since it's sewing and quilting, I would venture to say 90% of the vendors there had to do with quilting. So if you're into quilting, it may be the spot for you. Um, they did have some embroidery machine vendors. They had a brother vendor there. They were selling their stuff on a good price. So if you're looking to get a Luminaire or Brother 1055X or something along that line, Stellaire, if you go next year, you might get a really good deal. So think about that. Because they were there. Husqvarna, Vikings was there. I believe Foff was there. What other embroidery machine? Um, Bernina sewing machines or embroidery machines wasn't there, but their quilting stuff was there. So anyway, so America Sewing Guild annual conference, and this is for quilting, is going to be held July the 20th, June the 27th through July the 1st, and that's in San Francisco, California. Their website says access to the vendor hall is free. So if you are local, you don't have much to lose by stopping by. Sewing and Stitchery Expo is going to be, it's already passed because that was in February. And Quilt Craft and Sewing Festival has a ton of dates as well. Um, the ones that have not passed, April 11th through the 13th in Portland, Oregon, May 9th through the 11th in Boise, Idaho, May 16th through the 18th in Salt Lake City, Utah, May 30th through June 1st in Castle Rock, Colorado, August 8th through the 10th in Roseville, California, August 29th through the 31st, Scottsdale, Arizona, October the 10th through 12th, Pleasanton, California, November the 7th through the 9th in Tucson, Arizona, and November 14th through the 16th in Palala, Washington. I used to know how to pronounce that because I used to live there. Puyallup, Washington. Um, She said these are affordable and showcase fabric crafts like sewing, quilting, and other needle arts. And if you look on their website, they mention the exhibit hall filled with tons of crafty vendors, plus free demos with make and takes, which is always fun if you can make it and take it. So I think the last one, and all of these are quilting. They have a lot of quilt fests as well. Um, yeah, they have the International Quilt Festival, the Sew Magical Expo, the Quilt Con, the AQS Quilt Week Show, and the Quilt Fest. Those are the ones that are for quilting. If anybody is interested in the rest of the information, just let me know because it's getting kind of long. I know I have decided to try to learn how to quilt. And I will be doing so. So Val, you said Lancaster, Lebanon Quilt Show, March the 21st, 23rd in Lebanon, PA, which is the same day as Impression. Oh boy. And Carol, you said the shows are all so far away from Montana, but being far away is why we live here, I guess. But you can always travel. It depends upon what it is you want to go and see. And that is always an issue going to some of these expos. Is when we went to Fredericksburg, Virginia, it was affordable because it was doable. You could travel by car, and that's why we went. And it was even closer for Jeanette than for myself because Jeanette was actually able to go and go home. I actually had to go and stay because I'm in Maryland. That was in Virginia. But anyway, it was affordable to go. I wanted to go to the Impression Expo up in Atlantic City and had thought about it. That's why I went online to register until I found out, um, travel, hotel, all of the stuff that goes along with it. Not only do you have to I would have to travel to Atlantic City and find a place to stay. I would also have to find a way to travel from where I'm staying to the convention center and back and forth, plus food and all that stuff. So it got to be very expensive, the thought process. And I'm so glad that I did not move forward with that because the money that I would have been spending to go there is now going to be spent to get my machine fixed. Because, like I said, I had even thought about the one in Biloxi, Mississippi, since it's not far from home. And I got a friend girl that lives in Jackson, Mississippi, which is kind of close, and all of that, but ain't gonna do that either. But yeah, these conventions and stuff can be expensive. But I do think if you're able to go at all, it is worth trying to go to at least one or two of them because you can learn so much and you can see so much. But I tell you what, I am glad of those people that do go do videos, and they usually show you behind this. They show you a lot of what's there. They're going to show you what their interest is, of course. So you're not going to see everything, but you do get a chance to see some things because I've seen quite a few videos of the Impression um, expo that was in LA that really sparked my interest and made me quite interested in some of the stuff that's coming out and what's doing and all of that. So look at those things. If you can't go to any of the expos or conventions and stuff, look, see if there's somebody that posted any information on it. And if any of you guys go and you have the opportunity, take some videos and let me know so I can post them if you want me to and put them up, or you can put them up yourself or whatever, so people can at least see what's going on in some of these expos and conventions, because that's how you learn what the latest and greatest is, and what the new trends are, and what some of the new equipment is, and all of that. And that's what interests me. I like to keep up with that kind of stuff. And you can do that when you go to these shows and stuff. You're tempted to spend money, but that's up to you. Either you do or you don't. For me, it's gonna be a don't. If I go to an expo and spend money, it's because I planned to do so. I went purposely to go and do something. Now, if you go, naturally you're gonna spend some money, but you just budget what it is that I'm gonna get some fabric, I'm gonna get some notions, I'm gonna get whatever you your budget would allow you to get. And you do that. Don't go up there and get a machine or something that you hadn't planned to get unless the deal was so good you couldn't pass it up and you could afford it. Because they did last year at the expo in Fredericksburg, they had a really, really, really good, in my opinion, good deal on the Luminaire. Couldn't get it. If I could have gotten it, trust and believe me, it would have come home with me. Trust and believe me, it would have come home for me. But that's because I won a Luminaire. So it wasn't like, oh, get something you didn't want. I've been wanting a Luminaire for a minute, and I probably will still want a Luminaire for a minute. But at some point in life, if it's meant for me to have, then I will. So I don't worry about it. But I do want to tell you about, even though my baby is sick, I have gotten myself a new baby. And I have to teach myself how to use my new baby. I have not done that. I haven't even, I plugged it in, turned it on. And that's as far as I've gotten. But we've talked about this for a minute, and I just want to let you guys know I'm going to turn my. I got the scanning cut. I got the scanning cut. I got the scanning cut. I got that 325. I think it's SDX 325. I think that's what it's called. But I went on, bit the bullet, got the scanning cut. Been thinking about getting that scanning cut for over a year. Trying to make up my mind if that's what I really wanted. Got a Cricut, got a Cameo I don't use, but I got a Cricut. So I was saying, do I need a scanner cut and a Cricut? I don't even use my Cricut that much. Why I want a scanning cut? But I have convinced myself that it is a good investment. And that's mainly for me because, as I mentioned a minute ago, I am interested in learning how to do some quilting. And with the scanning cut, of course, you can cut out your fabric. But what impressed me even more, not only can you cut out your fabric, you can print the seam lines on your fabric. Because me, I don't sew straight stitches. You hear me? That is not my forte. I know how to sew and I know how to sew a stitch. But do I always keep that stitch straight? I don't. So, with that being said, with that being said, cutting out my fabric, because I don't cut straight either, and being able to chalk in the stitching line, that's a plus to me. For me, if I'm gonna do any quilting, this is the machine to get to do it. So that was the reasoning for me getting it. So I'm gonna have to start working with it, learning it, and as I learn, I will show you guys the progress that I'm making, learning um, my scanning cut, because I will be using it, because I am going to do. I have already ordered some quilting patterns. Don't ask me when I'm going to start it, but I will. Now that now that my baby is sick, I will be doing a lot of stuff that I put off. And yes, Carol, it is my 1055X that is sick, and I'm so glad. Thank you so much for caring. But yes, it is sick. I'm sick. It's sick. It's broken. But I mentioned earlier in at the very beginning of the show that I've already made contact with a technician that travels. He will be here on Monday, and with the grace of God, he will be able to repair it, and I will be back in motion again by Monday night. That is my prayer. That is my hope. Everybody pray for me, please. Pray for my baby. Her name is Grateful. And heartbreak, girl, care, honey, you have no idea. I was telling people I am literally depressed. I'm not gonna tell no lie. I am literally depressed. I am doing everything I can to keep myself from falling into the dumps of depression. Today was the first day that I've been productive since the machine broke on Friday. I would come in here, but I couldn't do anything. I just piddle paddle around and I did nothing, literally nothing. I would start something and get distracted, start something, get distracted, start something, get distracted, and never accomplished anything because my mind just was not on it. And when I came in today, and it was later on in the day, after I talked to the technician and found out exactly when he was going to come, because before today I was in limbo. I had no idea. After I talked to him today, and he told me when he could come on Monday, next Monday, then I became a little more settled in my spirit and decided enough moping, because moping is not going to help. I had already put the embroidery arm onto my SE 1900 because I said, okay, sister girl, you back in business. So I'm going to have to crank her up and do something with her. And Inspiration is her name. And I do have other things that I can do. I don't have to, I've been wanting to do this rope basket for the longest. So this is a good opportunity to get started on the rope basket. I did do some sublimation today, so I got that out the way. Um, what else do I want to do? It's a few more it's a few more things that my scanning cut. I want to get started on my scanning cut and learn how to use that. And like I said, trying to get some quilting done, or at least figure out how to start getting some quilting done. So there's things to do to keep me occupied until I can get my baby up and running again. So I'll be okay. I will be okay. But I am very serious about you guys because I believe in prayer and I know prayer works. So I'm asking all of you out there to pray for me and pray for Grateful back here that we all come together and she is fixed and she's running like spank brand new. And the man ain't gonna charge me so much money where I have to go on the streets and beg. I'm hoping that the repair is going to be something that's not going to make me sick and depressed again. He gave me a ballpark figure, so that's good. So I have an idea, and we'll see how all of that and updated on the progress. So this next week, if it's the Lord's will, the machine will be fixed up, running, and purring. And I would definitely let you guys know. Who knows? I may even do a demo and show you that it's working, honey. Ain't no telling. I might just be that happy. I might say, let me put something back here on this machine and show you that it's doing its thing. I might just do that. I don't know. If it's purring like a kitten, that might be something that I do. But yeah, I'm still in the process of trying to think of a new name for my channel, as well as a name for my Etsy shop, because I have decided to do the Etsy shop. Don't know when it's going to get started. And, Lord works in mysterious ways, because I'm glad that this thing did what it did when it did it before I got started. And I had orders and all kinds of stuff sitting up waiting on me. So that's pretty much the holdup, is coming up with a name. It's not easy. I'm trying to think of something that is going to represent me and who I am and what I do, that's memorable, that's not too long, that's catchy and easy to say. And like I said, it focuses on what I do. And I have some ideas, which is great. I just have to narrow it down, make up my mind. So that's another thing that's going to occupy my time. So, like I said, I have things to do. I'm not just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I've done my morning. So it's time to pick up the pieces, put your big girl pants on, and go forward. Go for it. I didn't cry. I was surprised I didn't cry. I think I was in too much of a shock to cry, because it took me a minute to believe this puppy ain't gonna work. It ain't doing nothing. It ain't nothing I can do about it, because I'm used to being able to figure it out and say, okay, whatever. Do, 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 bam, we back in business. That ain't working this time. Mm-mm. That ain't working this time. This requires a professional to do whatever needs to be done. So we're gonna do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate all of you. And as always, as we know, I need those thumbs up. Please don't forget the thumbs up. The thumbs up, as I tell you all the time, are very important. They're necessary for the channel. I need that like. I need subscription. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, share, join my membership, watch my channel, watch the live every Tuesday night. All of those things keeps everything running like a well-oiled machine. And as you can see, I need that money now, honey. I need that money now, because I got to pay for this machine. So I need to make some do-re-mi. We need to get some business going up in here. I need them super chats. I need them super things. I need all of that good stuff to help out. Appreciate it. You can do it or not do it. Doesn't matter. I appreciate you anyway. But if you do feel it on your heart to do it, I feel it on my heart to take it. But thank you so much. Your support is always welcome, and we do enjoy each other's time. I do appreciate you stopping in all the time, every Tuesday. I have my diehards that are always here, and I'm always running across new people. Met Anyway, I do appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're able to get some of those cubbies, and they'll ship them over there to you if you don't have any place there to buy them from. And I hope you guys got some information that you can use to do things for Easter. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, get notified for my videos and weekly live streams. And make sure you share and support the channel in any way that you feel is appropriate. Support the channel, because um, I'm here to stay. I'm growing, and I am anticipating growing ever more. just up, up, and up. My numbers keep going up, and that's a good thing, and I appreciate it. There's no better thing or no better feeling to see that your numbers go up. They can always go up a lot higher than what they are, but at least they're going in the right direction, and that's the part that makes sense, and that's the part that you're happy about. So, with all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close out. It's just about 10 o'clock. I know that this crazy machine, and again, I don't know if it's my camera. It keeps saying that my internet was weak. I don't know. I just don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't know if it's the internet, the camera, or what, but I know this is 3 weeks in a row that I've had interference with the um, the video showing and going blacking out and all that kind of stuff like that. So it makes me suspect that it could be Streamyard, which is the streaming platform, or it could be my camera. I don't know. Or it could be, as they say, the internet. But I don't know what's different with my internet than what it's been being in the past, because in the past we haven't had this much trouble. So I hopefully will be able to figure it out. But let me say good night to everybody. Please have a wonderful, safe, enjoyable week. And I'm planning on seeing you guys next week. Oh, and I forgot about, I need to tell you before you leave about the sew along. We have completed the sew along. The last one is done. We are going to be doing the reveal on the 19th. Yeah. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But I think it's going to be next week on the 19th. That's when we're going to do the reveal for our table runner. So plan on that. And it's going to be a live reveal if everything works out, where the people will actually be on live, come in and tell you about their runner, show you the runner and everything. Then we're going to have a new next session of sew along, and I'll tell you about that next week. But don't forget, this coming week, next Tuesday, will be the reveal for our table runner sew along. So plan to attend so you can see what we did and what we accomplished. They are very cute, y'all. I'm telling you, they're cute. They're cute. You want to see it. And you might want to join us next time, because we're always open for more people to join us, because we enjoy the camaraderie. So, with that being said, you guys take care. And again, like I said, have a wonderful week. Be safe. And Beverly, you say you're looking forward to next week. I'm from the UK. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.